Hello, viewers. This is Apple Studier, guys. And before we start this Nintendo news video, I want to talk about. I'm starting to do my special Goku video. I'll promise you, I'll do it either tonight or possibly tomorrow to make up for it. But I'll possibly do it tonight to make up for it. But regardless, we're here to talk about about how people. How about there is no. How about. Here's a question. Here's a typical scenario. Here's a simple question. Say you don't have a Nintendo Switch. If you can't get your hands on it, because sometimes when you hear about it, they're gonna be restocked, but you try to go to the store on the day it's restocked, but you arrive there too late. What do? People think, yes, I'll just emulate. I'll emulate my Switch games on like a PC or something. No. Think again. Online, because you should not get an emulator for a Nintendo Switch emulator. There is no such thing. I am not joking. There is no such thing as a Nintendo Switch emulator. Trust me. I know the Switch only released like 2 months from now. There is no emulator. I guarantee you. But there's no legit one. These are only phony, scammy, fake ones. So if you see an emulator that says Nintendo Switch emulator, it's a scam. They're just trying to rip you out of your computer. It's a scam, but there's no legit Nintendo Switch emulator. If you try to download a phony Nintendo Switch emulator, you just basically installed a lot of unwanted apps on your computer. They can give you misleading information about these computer problems. Like they say you have a virus, but you say you have a computer has a virus, but in reality, it does not have a virus. It's basically Nintendo Switch emulator that's causing the virus. So trust me. Then you have to pay. Then you have to go to a computer store and get your computer fixed, and you have to pay for repairs. There's also other times when you go to an emulator site, you have to do a survey just to get a code to unlock the emulator. Again, there is no emulator. Do not give personal information like your name, your address, your your name, your last name, your personal address, your home address, your phone number, or especially your credit card, especially if it requires your credit card. You're not getting an emulator. You're just gonna scam and you're just gonna get hacked, risked, and no, you're just wasting your breath. Let's get to the article itself so you can prove it, okay? The article on this website called Kokomo Perspective, I'm trying to zoom in as best I can, starts off with, if you can get your hands on a Nintendo Switch gaming system, you may think an emulator is the next best thing. Think again. Online ads for emulators. Oh, excuse me, that was my finger. Sometimes with Nintendo branding, say they can run Switch games on your desktop, but look at this carefully. There is no legit Nintendo Switch emulator. Here, I'll zoom in again in case you pause, in case I go slowly. But there is no legit Nintendo Switch emulator. Here's the big R that you have to watch out for. It's a scam. There you go. Even worse, you try to download a Nintendo Switch emulator, which I do not want. You can uninstall unwanted applications onto your computer. These apps give you misleading info about computer problems that aren't really there. Like I told you before, the example of your computer saying your computer says you have a virus, but it doesn't have it there. But then you have to go to a computer store and you have to pay for repairs, and that's not what you want. Other times, you go to an emulator site, you can get a link to a survey that you must complete in order to get a code to unlock the emulator. Again, the emulator doesn't really exist. Don't get personal info, don't sign up for anything, we'll call your credit card, you're still not getting an emulator. What can you do to avoid it? What can you do to avoid this? Don't download anything that says a Nintendo Switch emulator, otherwise you're just falling into a trick and you're just going to get in huge trouble. 2. Don't go to the server to get an unlock code. That's a red flag for a scam. Keep your security software current. Set it to update automatically. Installing unknown programs can lead to malware, aka your computer will start glitching out, get viruses, and your computer will start getting messed up. And the fourth obvious solution which you should do play Nintendo Switch at your friend's house until you're unable to buy the real one yourself. And if you think you've been the victim of a scam, report it to the FTC. So guys, do not believe that there's a Nintendo Switch emulator. There is no such thing. There's no emulators, so you're just wasting your breath, and you're just gonna give your computer something it does not need. So don't download an emulator. Just don't. Just do it. You want to keep your computer safe and sound, because trust me, you do not want to get scammed that badly. But regardless, thank you so much for watching, guys. I'll see you guys next time. Excuse me. Take care.